Hey everybody, Paul and Pat's podcast, episode number 33 with a great discussion with the guys from Advanced Potters. This is really good, so check this out.
Paul and Pat, every Sunday morning. Doing podcasts for you. You'll get golf tips and news off the tour, the review. Come and join us, have some fun.
Alright, so we're in the beautiful clubhouse in Timmendorfer in the smoking lounge. None of us smoke, right, Santiago? No. Here are our guests. We've got Thorsten Kienbast and Stefan Berg, so say that if you're not German. And welcome to our podcast. It's the Paul and Santiago podcast this week, because we fired Pat for drug abuse. So
still in Amsterdam.
Yeah. We don't know where he is. If anybody's in Amsterdam has seen Patrick Brady walking around, he'll be the guy. He'll be the guy on fire, literally. Right. So thanks for coming, guys. We've been working together a little bit this year. We've met because we like your product at the moment. And why don't you just say what we all ask to all our guests is, who are you and what do you do?
So we are new guys in the powder in the industry of golf. So we are powder metallurgy guys and producing golf putters and wedges.
Okay. And why do powder metallurgy guys, whatever that might be, I'm sure you'll tell us, but why do you make potters? I mean, why powder metallurgy and potters? Because it's never been done before, right? No. I've certainly never heard of it.
No. I think we are worldwide the only ones can do that. You know, strategy-wise for us is we are established 1999. So I want not to make a too long story out of that, but we're now 12 years in the market, absolutely custom-orientated, fighting against, let's say, Chinese guys, Far East people. So the only thing...
Be careful of those Chinese people.
The only thing what we as a small company could do is making really customized materials. So, and with powder metallurgy, you can make every weight distribution for every golfer, individual, custom fitted.
Because I mean, obviously what we see, you know, Santiago and I were talking about this just recently. You know, we go to the PGA show every year, right, and see probably, I don't know, half a dozen potter startups every time, and that are sort of doing just the normal thing, you know, like a Cameron copy or an Odyssey copy, and just sort of got a cool logo on it, and they sort of disappear after a while. So what's the deal with? I mean, why does powder metallurgy work in potting, and why is that different to what everybody else is doing? I mean, why does it help a potter?
You know, putting and shot game is more than 60% of the full game. So if you want to win, and you not just go out and just say, I want just to play a little bit, you need to concentrate on what makes sense. So, and putting makes sense. Putting alone is more than 40%. So if you want to make good scores, you need to have a ready-made, customized putter.
Right, now I'll tell you what my problem is as a golf teacher, and you know, we've talked about this a million times, custom fitting is, you know, we fit a person, and I know how I want him to stand as a golf teacher, and I get him in a great position with what I like, and measure his hands to the floor, which is basically the way we fit people, right? And what do we find? The guy needs 31 inches or 32 inches or, you know, I had a lady last week, she was 1.55 meters, she needed 28.5 inches because she's really, really small.
Great.
But I can't buy one.
You can't find it.
Yeah. And if I call certain companies, which we won't mention, they won't even tell you one.
No.
Yeah.
They say no. Use 33.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can't change loft.
No.
They won't really let you change lie. In fact, on some putters you even can't.
Yeah.
And you know, this is my problem to find, and this is why we like what you guys are doing, because I can do that, right? I can tell you, listen, Thorsten, Stefan, I want a putter for this lady last week, 29 inches long, and I need it with this weight, and this length, and this line, this loft.
Yeah. The major thing for us is the individual person is a key for us. So that means if a lady with a certain height or with a certain weight or with a certain swing needs a certain putter, she will get it. Yeah. So if she says I want a 31, she got a 31. If she said I want a 33 and it works for her, yes, she got a custom built or customized putter.
Oh. You know what was great is we just actually did a fitting for one of our students, and we tried possibly 10 different weights on the head, which is unbelievable because, like you said, we go to a pro shop. There's only one putter. You can make it longer or shorter, but that's it. In this case, we actually tried the same putter, 10 different weights, 10 different lengths. You can change the weight inside. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, the same geometry.
It was and it's the same putter, only totally different.
If you look at the putter there on the table, so let's say the green one here on front is a weight of 380 grams with the same shape than that one what you have in front of you here with the other Cayman putter here.
Right.
So it's the same shape. So we have in total 9 shapes.
Yeah.
So we have from, let's say, blade ones through double band ones through straight shafts with a middle ball. We have mallet putters. Okay. So we have flexible putters where you can add another longer tail to it. So we have different. And somebody says, I'm a good guy. I'm a rich one, which we like. I want really my own putter. I want my special putter, ready-made, designed for me. Yes, we can do that as well.
Okay. So I mean, we don't have to just buy what you think is nice.
I would be great for me if somebody says, I want 1,000 of these. It's great. But if somebody comes to us and says, I want just one, ready-made for me, with my own design, with a special shaping, with a special grinding, yes, we can do that.
Okay, that's awesome because you don't get that anywhere, right? That's going to be
do
really
that for a long time.
So you talked about weight. So I'm understanding through I know absolutely nothing about powder metallurgy, but I'm assuming that you can produce this head and put the weight basically in the head wherever you like.
Yes.
Right. So what factors? Where would you put it, for example, and why? What are the things that you've changed there?
So the major thing for this one right now is. This one is produced, this putter is produced out of 60 small pieces to put in one big material. So what you normally do is you go and you're pressing it and then you're cooking it so that the metal gets liquid and then that the metal more or less is baked together. Okay. So with this one, what you have here inside, you have a liquid insert inside where also metal is inside. So let's say these ones here are phase balance putters. Right. So that means weight-wise, this one here is, let's say, the weight distribution is more or less from the outside over. You need a certain mass behind the sweet spot, and then it goes on that way here.
All right, okay. But I assume for different sorts of players, there's going to be different sorts of weight distributions, and these you can do just like that.
Yes.
So you can make that face toe balance as well.
Yes. You can do it through the shaft. If somebody said, I want that one, I like that one, I like the shape as it is, I can use that one by changing the angle of this one to make it more in this way or like that one. So we have a let's say a more easier series, which is the stainless steel series. You can easily change in the fitting process with the raw material. You can easily change the balance point of the head by changing like this or going to the toe.
That's awesome. I mean, custom fitting all those options is great. And you've brought along some other weights as well. So you can change the weight in the head, and you can also change the weight in the shaft.
Yes.
So why would you want to do that?
You need, if you have, let's say, there are some guys, they just say, we want to add some bores, we want to add some counterweights, or we just want to add some weights in the putter. What does it mean? That the putter in itself will be too heavy. So what you really need is you need a certain balance point, you need a certain correct balance putter. And therefore, we are playing with different weights which you add into the shaft. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Okay, so you just slot those down the shaft and then it goes counterweight you, and that's going to offset various conditions. And, all right.
There's variety of them.
Awesome. I mean, it's pretty interesting that you can completely customize this, this putter to be just as you want it to be. So where can you find out about Kmart putters? Internet?
Go on the internet. Very easy. You can go on www.kmart.de, which is the group company, or you go in with Kmart Golf. One word, straight, easy to write. KmartGolf.com. Yes.
Awesome. Great. thanks for coming along and showing us your stuff, and we'll see you next time, and maybe we might even find Patrick.
Thank you very much for